What's up, guys? It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. So today we're going to make a video because I have a few people that have been asking me questions about macros, how to create macros, whether it's for bodybuilding or for weight loss or for building muscle or strength or size or whatever. And it really is, I think, overthought and undersimplified, if that makes sense. Basically, it's really easy. You can do it a lot of different ways, okay? The easiest way to understand this is that you need to find out your baseline of calories first. People will tell you percentages and this and that, and in all honesty, it really is not about percentages as much as it is about calories. So, say you go to a BMR, first thing you're going to do is go to bmrcalculator.net and you're going to find out your baseline of calories. It doesn't matter what BMR is, it doesn't matter what RMR is. You don't really have to know that. But basically all of that is if you sit here in this chair, your BMR is whatever it takes calories to be able to sustain this body style for the next 24 hours and not lose weight, not gain weight, just your basal metabolic rate. Basically stay the way you are for the continued cycle. So when you go over there and you put in the BMR calculator, you're going to say, what is your exercise, what is your height, weight, age, sex, and all those things. And after you do that, it's going to pop out a number. So I would err on the side of, if you are not in the position to exercise intensely, meaning you're not burning 300 to 500 calories, I would probably err on the side of sedentary, unless you have a very, 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 very physical job, because most people are not going to be burning enough calories in a session. If you are the type of person that has kind of a high metabolism, you tend to be on the thinner side, then it's okay. If you're exercising 3 to 5 times per week, then put in 3 to 5 times per week. Put your height, weight, age, sex, and say it pops out a number of 2,000. Okay, so if you are looking to stay the same and you are looking to like recomposition your body, meaning you are looking to add muscle tone, you're not trying to put on muscle mass, you're trying to add tone, get rid of body fat, and just recomp your body, then that would be the explanation that I'm going to go over now. That puts you at 2,000 calories, okay? My pen is not going to fucking work. 2,000 calories. By the way, if you're new here, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. It helps us out immensely. I have something in my finger and it's driving me nuts. So we got 2,000 calories. Write it on your sheet, okay? The first thing that you're going to do is figure out your protein. So your protein needs to come first. Say you're 150 pounds. You have 150 grams of protein. 1 gram per pound of body weight, okay? 150 times 4 calories per gram of protein comes out to 600. So that's what that looks like, right? Protein, 150 times 4 equals 600. 600 calories. 600 calories, okay, of that 2,000 is going to be eaten through protein. The next is going to be fats. This is the only percentage that I would suggest putting as far as an actual percentage. I would say probably about 30%. 30%. You can go a little lower, but I feel like that's a pretty good starting point. 30% of calories through fat. Now, 30% of calories, that's 300 and 300, so that's 600, okay, equals 600 calories. So you got 30% of calories through fat equals 600. Now, calories from fat are different. They're 9 calories per gram, not 4 calories per gram like protein. So you do 600 divided by 9, I got to do the math on that. Hold on. I don't know if that's too dark, if this is too bright. I don't know. Anyway, the math comes out to 66 grams. So 600 divided by 9 equals 66 grams of fat. Okay, so you got two so far. The first one being 150 grams of protein and 66 grams of fat. So you're about 30% fat. Okay. The next one is going to be the last and final one is going to be your carbohydrates. And this is not based off a percentage. This is why I don't like the percentages so much. You can figure out what the percentage is. Like you could just do the percentage afterwards. So you got 6 and 6 is 12, right? 1200. You're at 1200. What's left out of 2000? 800. So you have 800 calories left for everybody's favorite carbohydrates. I'm trying to write this down if I can spell anything. 800 calories divided by 4. So you have 200 grams of carbs. Now, you might be saying, well, that's great. So this is what it looks like. You can freeze it and put it on there. It's pretty damn easy, to be honest. Your protein would be, and here's the thing, it could be slightly different depending on where you look it up or do or anything like that. But we would say roughly 200 grams of carbs. And this is just my personal one. If you put it into like a calculator and to make it all pretty and stuff like that, it can come out slightly different. It's not that big of a deal. But so we have 150 grams of protein. So we say pro, carbs, fat, 150. Oh, fuck. 150, 266. And if you multiply those protein and carbs by 4 and 4, and then fat by 9, it'll come up to your 2,000 calories. Now, this is a starting point, okay? This is not the end-all, cure-all. This may need to go up. This may need to go down. Like, it is literally just a place to start. It may make you really fat for like a couple days. You may realize really quick that you've been under-eating in whole foods. Whole foods, chicken and rice and vegetables and steak and all of these things are a hell of a lot harder to get 2,000 calories versus going to McDonald's 2 times a day. You'll hit it in like fucking 2 seconds. So just keep in mind that this is a good place to start. If you're looking to be on the leaner side, over time you would slowly drop your carbohydrates and raise your fats and stuff like that. So they do have to be manipulated through time. But this is a really good way to start. And you can download an app called Lose It. And I just prefer Lose It because it doesn't focus so much on the exercise side like MyFitnessPal does. It's more focused on like really nailing in the food. And you can buy the full version for like $20 for the year, which is actually a really smoking deal. I'm not an affiliate with them or anything like that, but I do appreciate how affordable that is. And then you can kind of tweak your macros and stuff like that, and you can kind of see your percentages. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass if you don't pay for the extended version, so keep that in mind. But I would recommend once you go to those applications, put together a meal plan. I would first start with your protein. So if it's 150, what is that? What's 150? What's 50, 100, 50 grams of protein per meal? And you might be like, oh, that's a fucking lot. Not really. It's not that bad. If you want to eat 5 meals a day, then you could bust it down to 25, 30 grams of protein per meal. And you might be finding out really fucking quick that you are not eating enough protein. And I'm not one of those advocates that says more protein, more protein, more protein. But sufficient protein does matter, and it is crucial to make sure that you are in a muscle building state, in an anabolic state, to be able to put on muscle and stop putting on fat, okay? So you're just going to get fatter if you're just eating carbohydrates and you're not eating proteins.